welcome to my channel, Distinctive Crochet. My name is Priscilla, and I'd like to thank all my new subscribers for coming to check me out and all my returning subscribers for spending some time with me. Alright everyone, so today I'm here to share with you about the shawl that I'm wearing, and this is the Just Feel Festive Shawl by Caleisha Ryan from the Quirky Monday Craftcast. And I made this in celebration of Z from Zelda NRJ3, her birthday. She is doing a cow crochet along with this shawl to celebrate her birthday. So she wants all her yarny friends to go ahead and make one and share them on their social media and enter in her cow so that we can all celebrate with her and crochet this awesome shawl together. So I thought that was a really cool way to celebrate her birthday with her, and I had an amazing time crocheting this up. I usually like to get things done, but I did enjoy the process on this one because I was the yarn that I used and I don't know if it was a technique, but the way I changed the color with the yarn was kind of different for me, and I was really excited to see how it worked up. So thank you, Z, for this awesome cow. I got a beautiful result and I appreciate it so much. So let me get into the yarn I used, and then I'll pop in a video explaining exactly what I did to work up my shawl. Okay, so I had gotten a bunch of mohair from Smiley's Yarn, and they usually have like a sale every month on one particular yarn, and they drop the price kind of low sometimes, and then that way you could just stock up on that yarn and get a good deal. So one time they had, and this was like a couple years ago, but I think they still like rotate the sales for the different yarns that they have, so you probably could catch it again at some point. But they had this mohair. It's called Mohair Lace 2, and it's by, I'll probably type it on the screen if you got, okay, you can see that pretty good. So that is the name brand of this yarn here, and I think they were like, it was under $1. It was under $1 each, and I had bought like a pack of them. So I don't know how many. I think it was like 5 or 6 in a pack. So I bought a pack of each color that I had chosen, and I haven't used it since. So I thought this would be a really good project to use it on, because you're using 2 strands of fingering weight double, but this actually is a, I believe this is a lace weight yarn. Yes, it says lace on the front. Yes, this is a lace weight yarn, but I still held it with a fingering weight yarn, and I'll get to that in a minute. But this is 30% wool, 40% acrylic, 20% mohair, and 10% nylon. You get 480 yards, and it's made in Turkey, and it doesn't have a color name, but it has a dye lot, which is 9-2. So let me show you. Yeah. So this is kind of like, it looks a little brighter on screen. It's not that bright. It's more like a navy blue, but not as dark as you might think a navy blue is, if that makes sense. And then the next color I used was, so all the mohairs I used were the same because I used different colors, but they're the same specs, I mean. So this one is color number 16-2, and it's like a kind of like a light burgundy, I would say. I think, oh, it's a name. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name. I've seen this red before, but I can't remember the name of what they call it. So I used that one, and then I used a black, and this is, that got the same thing. So that might not be right, because this say, oh, this might be a label from a different. I had took the labels off to use it from the outside because I didn't want to get tangled by pulling through the middle. So this is not the right label. Okay, I'm back. So I found another black one, and this is the actual number here. It's 19-21. So that's the correct number for the black. I'm not, because I think they might have it listed as such on their website if you wanted to order those. And then the last one I used was this bright blue. It's not that bright as on the screen, but it is pretty bright. And this is 12-21. So those were the mohairs that I used. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a little fuzzy. It's really, really soft. I like the way it feels, and it's not itchy at all. So now I held them double with some fingering yarn. So I used most of what I used was the Wool Like by Loops and Thread, and it is 678 yards, which is 3.5 ounces. No, 678 yards, which is 620 meters. 3.5 ounces, which is 100 grams. It's a super fine number 1. Let's see. You should use a 3.5 millimeter or a 2.75 millimeter needle. Okay. And this color is the color golden yellow. So that is what I used. And that is over here with this one. And then I used, it's the same specs, but this is the color, it says charcoal. So that's like a gray color. And then I used this one here, and it's called Denim Blue. Now the last one that I used, I got this out of a pack a couple years ago. I went to Joann and they sold those packs of yarn. I think they call them the mill ends. And I had got this yarn here. It's like a burgundy color. Hold on, let me see if I can blow out the camera, then maybe it might lighten. There. You can kind of see it a little bit. So it's like a burgundy color, a dark burgundy. And so those were the 8 colors that I used, and then I mixed them together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pop in a video that has me showing you actually the shawl stretched out and how I use the colors together and then transition them from one to the next. So I really enjoyed that process, and I'm excited about having this completed and what it turned out to be, because it is giving me some ideas of something I might want to do next. So down the line, though, it's on the list, y'all. It's on the list. But anyway, yes, so I'm going to go ahead and put in that video to show you guys the shawl stretched out and the transition and how I use the yarn. Okay, so here we go. All right, everyone. So this is my Just Feel Festive shawl, and I have it all stretched out. So I started off here on the end with the black mohair and the gray loops and thread, and I did about 10 rows of each color before I made a transition. So I held those 2 yarns together, and then I transitioned into the lighter blue color that I had, or the navy I was telling you about, and I kept the gray loops and thread. So then I dropped the gray yarn and went to the denim blue loops and thread, and I kept that same blue mohair. So then on the next transition, I went ahead on and I kept the blue denim loops and thread, but then I picked up that bright blue mohair, and then I did the 10 rows in that. So once I finished that, I went over to the bright yellow loops and thread, and then I kept that bright blue and I mixed those 2 together. So then from there I went on into the red mohair. So I kept the yellow loops and thread, and I have the red mohair, and it looks pretty bright orange on the screen when you mix those together, but I think that's kind of fun. But it's actually like a burgundy color, like I showed you earlier. So I mixed those 2 together, and then on the very last transition I kept that burgundy red mohair, and then I went with that dark fingering yarn that I had gotten out of that Joann mill ends pack. So I really like all the transition of the colors. It was really fun to work up each group of 10 rows and see how it will turn out and transition into the next. So I'm pretty excited about this shawl. It was super fun and the pattern is really nice and easy. So this is actually it from standing far back, all stretched out, so that you guys can get a good look at all the different colors and transitions. So this is the best way that I could show you guys, since it is fairly large. So I'm gonna definitely enjoy this fall and winter. I'll probably just wear it more as a cowl than a shawl, but it is so soft and squishy and I really enjoyed the process. So that's pretty much all I wanted to share and show you guys on that. So once again, I just wanted to say thank you to Caleisha for this awesome pattern, and thank you to Z for putting on this wonderful cowl. I really came up with something beautiful that I don't think I would have without the cowl. So thank you again to both of you ladies. All right, guys, I'm going to take you back to the video. All right, guys, so what did you think? So I really liked how it turned out. Now that's not normally my color palette when I got to like the burgundy and the bright yellow. So mixing those up like that and the bright blue, not something I would normally do, but I had a lot of fun doing it and I think it came out beautifully. So I was just so excited to have this finished and how it turned out. So thanks again to Z and Caleisha for the pattern and the cowl. It was super awesome and fun, and I was so glad to be a part of it. So thanks again, ladies. All right, everyone. So that's pretty much all I have for you today. And I am planning on filming my podcast today. So you might see some of the same things. But anyway, I'll probably put that out tomorrow or the next day after this one. But I'll probably film it today. So anyway, thanks again for stopping by, hanging out, spending some time with me, giving those thumbs up, and leaving a comment down below. So I will see you in the next one, and thanks again for watching.